So today we're going to discuss home power drills for home use. This is the Bosch GO3. This is the first one. It has USB-C charging over here. And it is 5 Newton meters power. 5 Newton meter power means it can assemble IKEA furniture or stuff like that easily with ease. This is the other one. This is a Hoto. It's also USB-C, and this one is also 5 Newton meters, and it comes in this kind of a box. So the Hoto one is 40 pounds. This one is 70 pounds. This is also, I think, 70 pounds, and this is something near to between 100 and 200 pounds. All of these are hand drills, and why I bought these two over here is if you want to decide between buying these, you just want one drill, and what should that drill be for your home, to use around your home. So this is one of the best drills I have found. This also charges through USB-C. So 1, 2, 3, these charge through USB-C. This Bosch, this is a proprietary drill. It has a proprietary charger, and you need to put the battery into the charger. This is a professional, really professional drill. Now, in my past experience, I had this just to start with, and this was the drill I bought to assemble furniture and around the house work, and this has a hammering function. So the hammering function is meant for drilling into concrete. This drill has no hammering function. However, the speed can be controlled, and there's a pulse mode. What the pulse mode does is it goes on and off, and it is easy to assemble furniture with this Hoto drill. I have done it and I really enjoyed it. Moreover, this drill has electronic torque control. So if you bring it down to 1, I switch it on, it will shut off. It will not go beyond torque 1. The more torque I increase, the harder it will be to grip it. So if I go to torque 30, I'm unable to hold it. So the electronic torque is good if you can experiment with your furniture. It just tightens to that torque, and then it stops. So this is a very good thing about Hoto. However, when you're assembling furniture, you want something to be nimble and light. This is that. This isn't. I assemble a lot of IKEA furniture at home, and not once did I reach for this drill. It has literally been unused. They advertise it as people assembling kitchen furniture and cupboards and stuff like that, and using it to screw and unscrew control panels. And to be honest, I haven't used this. It was too heavy. My hand wouldn't reach for this. I would always go for a lighter version. This one is brushless, so it produces a lot less noise. This one also, I think, is brushless. Yes, it is brushless, and it charges through USB-C. So this was my second best. Now I wanted to buy something to use on electronics, or smaller than this, because even this, if I did some assembly recently, and I just used a manual screwdriver. I didn't reach for this as well. So it got me thinking, there should be something else that works better. And voila, the Bosch GO3. The GO3 one has a USB-C charger, as I told you earlier, and then the Hoto. So this comparison is between these two and how they compare to that one. Now let me get one thing out of the way. This is 5 Newton meters, this is 5 Newton meters, and 5 Newton meters is more than enough torque or power to tighten screws, and these ones can tighten screws really, like even the stiff IKEA furniture ones, the long ones, they will be able to do that. These ones are 15, 30, 35 Newton meters. And these ones, this one can drill through metal and wood, and this one can metal, wood, and concrete, the Bosch one. This one is purely professional use. If you drop it a few times, it will be able to survive that. This thing, I don't think so. If you drop it a lot of times, this one is a goner. But seeing the price difference, the ease to charge this through USB-C, you can't miss this thing. This thing is like deal for the money you're paying. See, it's charging. Now let us come to the other problem, the voltage. 3.4 volt, 4 volt, I think 12 volt, 10 volt, 12 volts. And there are other ones that are like 40 volts, 50 volts, 80 volts. So what's that voltage thing? Well, to be honest, this 5 Newton meters, 3-4 volt drill is more than enough for anything around the house. Literally anything. If you need to drill into concrete, then of course you will need the hammer thing. This thing can also drill 1 or 2 with difficulty into concrete. It will be able to do that. This is the hammering function is what you need to drill into concrete, but generally around the house, this 3 volts is more than enough. The only difference between 3, 12 and 20 volts is if 20 volts can drill a hole in 10 minutes, the 12 volt will require maybe 14 minutes, and this will require 20 minutes. We usually, but then the thing comes, which drill will you reach out for when trying to do anything? And why I wanted to buy these is, suddenly I had the need to unscrew, well, there's this other Hoto drill for electronics, and that one is 0.2 Newton meters, and it is a fine drill to screw and unscrew electronics. So what if I need to do some electronic work? The smaller one that I have show later in the video, that comes with a slimmer bit, and these ones, their bits are a bit thicker. So these bits, they come in 2 sizes. This, the standard size, this one will fit this, it will fit here, it will fit in every place. Then there are the slimmer bits for electronic screwdrivers that you can use to screw and unscrew electronics. Those screwdrivers, electric screwdrivers, will not be able to do this kind of work. They won't be able to take a large screw out of a PC computer. So to keep that in mind, I wanted something that one for all kind of a thing. This is a new this is new from Bosch, and I found between these two, I found this one. This is 40 pounds, this is 70 pounds, nearly double the price of the Hoto one. Now let us get into the detail of what these things, how they work, what they do. All right, so to charge it, you need USB-C, all right? And the thing is, when you connect the USB-C, these two things light up. They flash when the battery isn't full, and when it reaches full, they'll stop flashing and go constant on. You need to remove this to be able to switch the lights off. The lights on this one are brighter. How you use it is you push it forward or backwards. The thing is righty, tighty, lefty, loosey. So anything that goes left from your perspective, from my perspective over here, if something goes towards the left, is loose, lefty, loosey. And if it goes to the right, righty, tighty. That's the way to remember it. This, I've put it towards the right, and See, it's tightening. It will be able to tighten things. It comes with this kind of an adapter. And okay, one thing in this, to let me get the adapter in first. So the way to get the adapter in is you pull this thing up and let this thing fall inside. Now it's secure over there. Then the next thing is, if you need your bit, you can just drop the bit in here, and that is it. It's quite magnetic. You can also just use the bit directly into this, raise this up and push the bit down. Here you have it, a screwdriver for electronics. This one is compact and light. So the way this works is, it has a torque setting, and its torque setting is over here. So this is screwing, and the more you go over here, the more difficult it will be to stop the bit. Let me demonstrate. So let us go to see the arrow? This is the lowest setting, righty-tighty. Now it is skipping, it isn't moving. See? But the more I go over here, the more difficult it will be to hold it. So this one wouldn't destroy screws and stuff like that at the lowest setting, and I think it is safe to use on electronics and smaller screws, delicate screws. You won't strip them out with this thing. The lights are bright, and there's one other interesting function with this one. So if you need the lights on, let me show you a scenario. So I need to unscrew something, but I want to see if this bit has gone in. All I need to do is, so it is switched off now. All I need to do is push the bit in and the lights will come on. See? Then I can put the bit in and just push it forward. I don't need to press this. The moment this head presses against anything, it will start moving in that direction you have already set over here. So all you need to do is take the thing in, push, and if you pull it back this way, it will start unscrewing the thing. You don't even need to pull this thing. But it can be, you don't need your thumb, you can use your agility in your hand and just squeeze your. So the thing is nice. If you don't want to press this, just push it in and it will, the setting over here will start going that way. This is a very good function in this thing, and it is relatively quiet, as you can hear. The bit set isn't that detailed, but you can buy detailed bit sets. The Hoto one, the presentation is exquisite, to say the least. See the box? It just gives you a sense of something is well made. And right, let us see the Hoto itself. So put the charger in. I charged it completely. The light isn't as bright as the Bosch's one. And this works. It has 3 torque settings, 1, 2, 3. And you press this, it will go. And this one seems a bit faster than the Bosch one. It's also sturdy. I think it can take a few falls. Nothing will happen to this one as well. And the way to work with electronics is, this just holds the bit. There's nothing to pull up or push down. And this will be able to screw or unscrew anything. It's a bit faster. Now the difference between the Hoto and the Bosch. Let's go righty-tighty. Sorry. See? So the Bosch takes a bit of a while to, well, if I'm holding it and it's under pressure, hold on a second, let me demonstrate this thing. So if there is pressure on the screw, yeah, it won't go. It won't strip any screws. This needs a bit of getting used to. The light is bright. I like the light. The case is compact. You can reach for it. Oh, I need to screw something. Yeah, use this and righty-tighty. This is something I will reach for, definitely. It is that good. The Hoto one, everything is nice and it's more refined. Think of this as Apple and this as Android. This thing, it is rubberized. It can take good beating. I think it's meant for commercial use, professional use, made in Malaysia, Stuttgart, Germany. And it has a lanyard holder. Does this thing have something like that? No. So for home use, I will go with either the Bosch or this Hoto one. 70 pounds, 60 or 70 pounds. This is 40 pounds. This Hoto is 40 pounds. This, I doubt, I haven't ever used it till this day. Like, I wanted to assemble IKEA furniture, but then muscles in my arms, the fingers, they were fatigued. There wasn't enough power for me to hold this and screw and unscrew stuff with this. This one was, even this is light and it felt heavy. This one seems heavy, but it is light and it's something you can just hold like this. You don't even need to hold the handles. I had another one that could turn into, I could twist it from here and it would form a handle like this and go straight. That one I never used it in a straight form. I always turned the handle downwards into a pistol form and then used it to screw and unscrew. And that thing was light and it was 5 Newton meters. And I enjoyed that one, but then it was some cheap 10 pounds Argos something, and it didn't work out for me. USB-C, the older models have micro USB, and that is, you can find those chargers nowadays. So number one, if I want to buy something for home use, it's this thing. USB-C, easy to charge, brushless motor, torque control, electronic torque control. The second one I would buy is this. This is something you will definitely use. This is the thing you will actually use around your home. Unlike this is just bluff. If you are an amateur user, you're not a professional user, 12V35, forget about it. It's too expensive. You're not going to work on concrete. And you will not use it eventually. To be honest, you're not going to use it. Number one. Number two. If you are between number one and this, number two, the Hoto one is nice also. I'm not saying I'm against it. For the price, 40 pounds compared to 70 pounds, of course the Hoto makes sense. But if you need something to last you maybe 20 years, 30 years, this one has screws. I think you might be able to change the internal battery at a later stage. Does the Hoto have something like this? Nope, it's sealed. In comparison, there isn't much difference. This one seems a bit lighter. This one seems rubberized. So it's, I like this thing, but the price, 70 pounds. But then if you're a professional and this is the thing. I don't know. I still have to decide if I'm going to keep the Bosch or not, this Bosch, because I already have 2 of these. I bought 2 of them to assemble furniture. It is so nice. That electronic torque is so nice. You see, this one doesn't go tick, 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 tick like this one. So if I hold the see, this isn't electronic torque. That one is electronic torque. But if I want to assemble something, disassemble, say, a lock or small PC nut or something like that, screw, I'm going to go with this one. I'm definitely not going to get this thing out. Well, here it is. Drills for your home. Hope this helps you.